Hi everyone, and once again welcome back to It's All About EVs. Today we are in Venice, California again at the Rivian Hub. It's been a while since we visited. It's a really foggy day here, but nonetheless we're going to take a look at some nicely spec'd out trucks and get some more info about the R1T and the R1S for the model year 2024. Without further ado, let's hit this showroom. Yeah, it's really fun watching all these specs. The R1T here with 20-inch all-terrains, perfect for all sorts of off-roading, and then the R1S next to it has the 22-inch wheels that are perfect for performance, getting maximum grip. So whatever your preference is, you're going to get a great option. This R1S might be the perfect spec, I think. Usually I'm a big wheel type sporty setup guy, but I love the all-terrains on these vehicles, and it also makes so much sense because you really want to go exploring if you have one of these. And from the R1S here, which I'll come back to in a second, there's also this white R1T, also with the all-terrain darks. To be product correct, this is glacier white, and it's really funny. I've seen the lights have come to be called Tic Tac lights. So if you're not familiar or from the US, that would be because of the shape. Reminds you of a breath mint that has exactly this shape. They have really grown on me. I love how they look. Okay, so I'm not really the technical guy and I'm trying to stay out of that, but since I promised you to give you an update on the 2024 models, I just have to mention that if you're going for the performance dual motor option, then you're looking at a 0-60 time of 3.5 seconds and 700 brake horsepower. That's crazy fast. And then you can opt for the large battery pack to give you a range of 350 miles. That's going to be 6,000 extra. But if you want the max pack, you're spending 16,000 to get up to 400 miles. So for 50 miles, you're paying $10,000. To me, that is a lot. And actually, I would also want the quad motor all-wheel drive, which is an upgrade of 8,000 over the 5,000 you're paying for the performance dual motor. And then you can't go for the max pack, but you're getting the large pack, and that's on the quad motor, estimating a 328 mile EPA. So for me, that's an easy option. I think it's more of a marketing thing. I know some people are all about range, and usually first-time EV owners, not to be disrespectful, really look into that because you're thinking, oh, it's a lot, you know, I don't want to stop to charge. But it's not a lot to charge. I mean, range-wise, you just stop for coffee. I mean, you can get a lot of miles in for just 20 minutes of charging. So I wouldn't worry too much. I think it's cool that they have this option, but I wouldn't pay for it, to be honest. Yeah, with this brighter type interior, it really looks luxurious. I mean, black is always a safe route, but I prefer this over the black. It just looks fabulous. Look at it. I mean, it's easy enough to wipe off, even if you go adventuring, going off-road. So the legroom is really good back here, even when you're sat in the third seat row. I showed that in my last vlog from here, so I'm not going to do it again, but I can definitely sit there. I'm 6'0" or 184 centimeters. I can definitely sit in the third seat row, and there's still lots of leg room in the second row. So this is a really spacious vehicle. I can also show you the cargo space. One of my favorite features here is actually this tailgate. I think this is really brilliant. I had this on a truck a long time ago, but just having this thing up, it helps when you're loading groceries and stuff. Like, you can just put things and they will not fall out. They'll just sit up against this. And of course you can take this down as well. So it's a perfect little bench if you're out having your coffee while camping or on a road trip. And if you're transporting, like you're hauling furniture or your TV or whatever it might be, you have the seats folded, and then because this shoots out and it's flat, you can just slide your whatever you're transporting into there. That's fantastic. I really love that feature. This truck is just so functional. Look how bright and airy, even though it's really foggy outside with this panoramic roof and this light shade of gray interior. This is just so bright. I love the sense of this, and I think because of the way this material feels, it's going to be very easy to clean. So I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't be too careful with it, because of course it's a truck where you just want to explore, and you should use this thing. Right, I'm not going to talk too much about the user interface. All I want to say is that it is amazing and that it's Rivian's own. So just like Tesla doing their own, Rivian's doing their own. It's not a Google-based thing or anything like that, and it works brilliantly. Like, I loved it when I was driving the R1T, and here you can see they're also working on their own network of chargers. There's going to be like 600 locations with $6 each, so like 3,600 charging points. You can see here there are 6 available in Kern. I don't know why that's there. I've been there. It's in the middle of nowhere, but maybe that's the whole idea, because you're charging while out exploring. This one makes sense. It's sort of halfway to Las Vegas Barstow, 215 kilowatt. And then I know also there's one in Bishop. I think this is it. Yeah, very close to Mammoth, which makes perfect sense if you're going from LA or anywhere else to go skiing or mountain biking. So this is amazing. And the second thing I want to mention is this center screen. Whenever I'm in a Tesla, I really don't miss this. Or I mean the Model 3 or the Model Y. Obviously the S and the X will have one. But when I'm in here, I just love this, because it's really nice getting the navigation here, and it's a really big screen as well. And just having that basic information right in front of you, not looking to your right all the time, I think actually that's very helpful. So that's great work from Rivian. One thing I need to show you, the size of the trunk. I mean the frunk. So this is ridiculously big. And I don't know why it seems like the legacy automakers can't really make this happen, but I love how the new EV brands do. So this is really big, and you can see, you can fold this up, and if you want to put drinks here, or if you're out fishing, I don't know what you're doing, but if you want to have ice in here and dunk whatever you want to dunk in there, you can drain that in the bottom. And to be honest, coming in from an international flight recently, my carry-on and my checked-in luggage fit in the front here. So this is a huge space. Really love that. All right, one thing to note is that there are 3 different wheel options. So there's the 20-inch, which is a very kind of like, well, the thread is really like knobby, so that's the all-terrain option. And then there's the 21, which is the EPA tested version, and then there's the 22. So the 20-inch will actually knock more of your range off because of the tread, whereas the 22 will take a little bit off, but it's actually more efficient. So for me, that's not really important. Like, I've had aftermarket wheels on my EVs, and even though it decreases range, I feel like I never would stop more often to charge, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, if you're geeking out on that, definitely you should get the 21s. If you're not, you know, always going off-roading, otherwise of course you should still get the 20s, because they are the ones that will get you the furthest into wherever you're exploring. All right, and the red canyon is actually the color that I showed you in my very first vlog ever, and some ski options from Takima on the roof rack, so you can go skiing. And yeah, I love the outdoorsy and rugged approach to these vehicles. So the idea with the Rivian charging stations will be that they'll be as seamless as the Tesla ones. So you show up there, you just plug in, and it will just automatically start charging. And that's something I really miss, just plug and play. Alrighty, that was it for this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to getting all your thumbs up and likes. Hopefully you'll subscribe and keep me going with all about EVs. And so let me know what you think about these trucks in the comments below. Would you or would you not get the big battery pack? Is it worth it? Would you get the R1T or the R1S? Let me know, and I hope to see you again next week. Until then, have a good one.